society runs the risk of cracking up. We can change the rules, we can decide which freedoms to prioritize, e.g. the freedom to trade and consume without or within the limits set by the needs of a healthy, fair planet. Countering the critics and prophets of doom, these awards show every year what is possible. One whistleblower can give the public the truth they need to stop a war. Poets can pacify one of the most violent cities on earth. One woman can provide the leadership to change the life perspectives of one of the most oppressed communities anywhere. One man can help give a voice to the voiceless, setting his own country and the world on the road to democracy and earth community. The award jury honors Francisco Whitaker Ferreira for a lifetime's dedicated work for social justice that has strengthened democracy in Brazil and helped give birth to the World Social Forum, showing that another world is possible. Francisco Whitaker has worked for democracy and against corruption throughout his life, both at home and in exile during the dictatorship. While in exile, he coordinated the International Study Day for a Society Overcoming Domination, which facilitated the exchange of experiences among people fighting oppression all over the world. Back in Brazil, he was one of the key organizers of the popular participation process during the drafting of the new constitution, which presented 122 amendments with 12 million signatures. Later, he conceived the idea and was instrumental in the implementation of a bill against electoral corruption, which has, since it was implemented in the year 2000, forced the resignation of more than 400 corrupt mayors, deputies, and councillors. He has played a key role in conceiving and realizing the World Social Forum as a platform for civil society to exchange views, form coalitions, work on concrete strategies, coordinate campaigns, and help citizens rid themselves of their feelings of powerlessness. It is with great pleasure that I present the Right Livelihood Honorary Award to Francisco Whitaker Ferreira. The Right Livelihood Award jury honors Daniel Ellsberg for putting peace and truth first at considerable personal risk and dedicating his life to inspiring others to follow his example. Daniel Ellsberg is a former US government official who followed his conscience and leaked the secret so-called Pentagon Papers, showing that the government had over many years misled the US public about the war in Vietnam. He has ever since campaigned for peace and disarmament and encouraged others to speak truth to power. In 1975-6, he helped organize the Continental Walk for Peace and Justice. He has taken part in many campaigns and actions and been arrested 70 times. In 2004, he founded the Truth-Telling Project to encourage insiders to expose official lying, which gave rise to the National Security Whistleblowers Coalition, now containing over 60 former officials from national security agencies. Since 2004, he's given more than 60 speeches on the subject and on the parallels between Iraq, Vietnam, and most recently, the developing crisis in relation to Iran. It is with great pleasure that I present the Right Livelihood Award to Daniel Ellsberg. The Right Livelihood Awards jury honors Ruth Manorama for her commitment over decades to achieving equality for Dalit women, building effective women's organizations, and working for their rights at national and international levels. Ruth Manorama has also worked consistently for the empowerment and rights of slum dwellers, domestic workers, unorganized labor, Dalits, and marginalized women. Her main work has been organization building, mobilization, and advocacy on behalf of Dalit women through the large number of organizations in which she is active, often in a leadership position, including the National Federation of Dalit Women, the National Alliance of Women, and Women's Voice. She was in the forefront of mass struggles against eviction and the Operation Demolition by the state government of Karnataka, and has been assisting the urban poor to protect and voice their rights. She has helped women workers organize and unionize, and supported them in their struggle for minimum wages. Ruth Manorama has exposed the violence and discrimination faced by Dalits, and especially Dalit women, in public hearings nationally and at international conferences and committees, demanding government accountability and action. It is with great pleasure that I present the Right Livelihood Award to Ruth Manorama. The jury honors the International Poetry Festival of Medellin for showing how creativity, beauty, free expression, and community can flourish amongst and overcome even deeply entrenched fear and violence. The festival began in 1991 as a protest against the political violence and hatred prevailing in Colombia, and especially in Medellin, a city then ruled by fear, political terror, and fighting between criminal groups. By organizing poetry readings in the streets, the festival initiators helped the people of Medellin to re-establish cultural life and reclaim their city. Up to 200,000 people came to listen to the readings. Until 2006, 747 poets from 131 countries have read their poems in more than 60 languages and dialects during 906 public readings in Medellin and the 32 other Colombian cities following Medellin's example. This example has also inspired a network of Latin American poetry festivals active in several Central and South American countries. In 2003, the festival brought together the first global conference on poetry for peace in Colombia. The festival is organized by the Corporation of Art and Poetry Prometeo, which also offers a poetry school with free courses, symposia, children's workshops on poetry appreciation, and several poetry prizes. The corporation also publishes the magazine Prometeo, whose editor, poets Fernando Rendon and Angela Garcia, were the main inspiration for creating the festival. It is with great pleasure that I present the Right Livelihood Award to the Festival Internacional de Poesía de Medellín, represented here tonight by Fernando Rendon, Gloria Chavatal, and Gabriel Jaime Franco. I will close with these words of a wise 15-year-old girl hiding from her murderers in wartime Amsterdam. How wonderful it is, wrote Anne Frank in her diary, that nobody needs to wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Thank you.